Hi, Sue Mercer from photographyandphotoshop.com. I want to explain to you adjustment layers. If I were to take this image and make some adjustments with levels right on the image, say OK, and then I change my saturation and my hue a little bit. Let's go right about there. Let's really funk it out. Okay, so now if I close this picture down and open it up again, I can't go back to changing anything here by just saying, oh, you know what, I really don't want that hue and saturation. Let's just get rid of it because it's all part of the picture. So by using an adjustment layer, you can go to hue and saturation, like just let's right about here. And again, I can do hue and saturation and change it all up, and then move on from there to do more, whatever else I want to do to my photograph. And then when I save it, if you go to layers in the layer palette, you have the hue and saturation adjustment layer. When you save the picture, it is going to be saved in the Photoshop format, so it's going to be a PSD, which means you're going to have your layers. But when you open it up again, that hue and saturation layer is there. From there, you could click on that, and then your adjustments come up to what you made. You can adjust them and make them say they don't like them looking green, they want them looking blue. You know, you can do that, or you can just totally get rid of it. So you can take this and just drag it to the trash and you're back to your original image. So that's a really good way of saving your images with adjustments on the picture that you may want to make adjustments to later. Like say you're working on a picture for a client and you're coming up with all these really cool ideas. Well, you make all these adjustment layers, because then they come back and they go, well, you know, I'm not really crazy about that. So you can just click off on some of the layers and take them off, and they go, oh, that's how I like it. So then you can get rid of the adjustment layers that they didn't like, and then you can kind of go on from there. Now, I also want to show you a couple other things about this stuff here. With these palettes open, it does limit your space on for working on your image. So you can either hit just tab. Tab takes everything away. It takes out both things here and your toolbox over here on the left side. So tab, they come back in, tab, they go away. But if you want to just get rid of these here and keep your toolbox over here, you hold down your shift key and hit tab. That takes away your adjustment stuff here. If you want to bring them back, shift tab, they come back. Another way, you can just minimize them. See the little arrows up here on the right, you can click that and that will go away. But if you want to get back to your layers or your actions or your history, you just click right there. So that's pretty cool. That comes right back up. You can close it up when you're done. You can bring them back up this way. You can close it down when you're done. And the same almost goes for the adjustment layer here, palette over here. You'll see the little collapsed icons that collapse down. You can click on your adjustments and it will open up again. All right, so you can do that. Bring these open, and then you can open these too. All right, so those are a couple things that you wouldn't necessarily know were there. That was an option for you. It can make your workflow a lot quicker. I'm going to show you something now too, which is really kind of cool, where it says level presets. You could click on any of these, and I'll show you with the level presets right here. If you want to make the picture darker, you click there. From there, you can make your own adjustments, add to it or decrease it. You can go to auto. You know, it's going to make an auto adjustment for you. Let me just go back to here. Let's do this, and let's go back to click on darker and then click on auto. And it will change things one way or the other for you. All right, so that's just kind of showing you how you can use your adjustment layers. You can save those adjustment layers, and that way when you open the photograph up again, you can go to where it says layers. Let me just add a couple more things here so I can just show you some of the cool things that it can do. So when you're going to go back to all of the list of things you can do, click a little arrow. Let's close this down. Let's go to hue and saturation. And they have some presets here. So, I mean, they're really cool stuff. I'm going to go red boost, you know, and then I'm going to leave that like it is, and I'm going to go back. Let's close that down a little bit. Let's go to selective color presets. Let's click over here. Oh, gee, it looks like there aren't any selective color presets. So, all right, here we go. Black and white presets. Let's do black and white with an orange filter. All right, and we're gonna say, okay, so that's how we want it. So now we close it down, we save it, we open it back up, and we go, you know what? I really don't want it to be black and white. So you can take and shut that off. You can take and throw it away. But it's always there. So when you do an adjustment layer, it'll always stay in your image as long as you don't flatten your layers. Okay, so hopefully that will help you out, and we'll see you on the next one.